Hello and welcome to our 3 Nutcracker Suite sessions where we're going to explore the music and characters and themes of the wonderful work by Tchaikovsky. And it's wonderful to be in the same space together and we're going to go through our movements and music as many of you have done with us before. All you need to do is make sure that you have plenty of space to move in safely and that you're wearing comfortable clothes. We will have some standing movement in the sessions, but there will always be a seated alternative as well for you to follow. So if you'd like to make sure you have a little water at hand, we will have time in the sessions for you to take some water, take a break, or you can always pause if you need to and then resume the session whenever you're ready. So if you're ready, we're ready, and off we go with the Nutcracker Suite.
Right, so let's get started with a little warm up. So we're just going to check our posture first before we start moving. So if you are okay to sit in the front half of the chair, so have a little wriggle on your sit bones there to make sure you're firmly seated on your seat. Have a look at your feet, so make sure that the heels haven't travelled under the chair, so that heels under the knees. And like you would be on ski tracks or train tracks, we're going to have our toes and knees and hips pointing forward. And then just have a little sense that you're lifting up through the belly so that we have that support for the spine, lengthening up through your spine. And let's just take the shoulders up towards the ears and then drop them down. So feel like they're relaxed down on the side there and arms on the side. Great. So we could have some music and sound for this warm-up. Let's start by just rubbing our palms together. And then interlacing your fingers and just giving your wrists a little circle. Good. And we're going to squeeze our hands and spread forward. And squeeze. And spread. And let's go any direction you like. And spread over. And squeeze, gather in. And spread over. Once more. And spread. Good. And then we'll start by rubbing one shoulder. And then the arm. Let's take a few big brushes from the shoulder towards the fingertips. Just starting to rub the shoulder, and then we'll go down on the arm and take those big brushes from shoulder towards the fingers, and one more, and shake it all out. Let's circle our shoulders. Your shoulders, finding that length through the spine. I'm just going to take a little twist one way and lengthening back to your center, and the other way, and finding your center here. Now lengthen even more here, sit nice and tall. We're going to reach our arms to the side, and like you would give yourself a big hug, crossing, and then just a little twist side to side. And once more, opening the arms, and this time like you press the air down to lengthen, sitting nice and tall. Great. And then we're going to start rubbing one leg, coming to the knees, down if you can reach, and let's just have a little count to come up. And the other leg rub. And then we're going to shake again and drop in 3, 2, 1, drop. Let's just gather everything in, so squeezing. And then a big opening anywhere in the space, maybe the legs open as well. And gather everything in, squeeze, squeeze your face. And opening. And once more, squeezing. And opening somewhere in the space. And then taking your legs back, let's reach the arms up. And then we're going to drop one and the other. And one big circle for the shoulders. Very nice. Now I hope you feel a little bit warmer now. So we're going to start with an exercise where we are thinking about the children in the Christmas party having a little bit of a dance together. And we have girls and boys in this dance. So we're going to start sitting nice and tall in the front of the chair. Just check your feet under the heels under the knees there. So let's have a round in the first position here, and we're going to be girls first. So we're going to tap one toe in front and open that same side arm to the side, and with a little twist we're going to tap and back to center, and we're going to tap the other way with a little twist, and 2 more, tap again, and follow with your gaze in your head looking to the side here. Good. And then we're going to imagine that we're going to make this tunnel with a dance partner, like reaching arms. You can think about someone's reaching to your fingers here, and then there are kids going through. So we're going to go 8 little marches, but pushing through your feet. So we're going to go ball of the foot to the heel here to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're going to send the kids through. Push with one arm, sweep to the side, take that arm. So hand to the hip, taking it down, and then sweeping with the other arm, and take that hand to the hip. Good. Now we're going to do boys dancing. So we're going to reach one leg out, the heel on the floor, reaching the opposite arm now, and leaning away from the leg. Good. And then taking that leg in, arms back down. We're going to reach the other side, and in. We're going to do 2 more heel taps with that opening of the chest and the arm. 1 more. Great, and then we'll come back into making that tunnel. So we go step and reaching your arms up. Good, and then sweeping one arm, take that to the hip, and sweeping the other arm and taking the hand to the hip. Good. Now we're going to think about Christmas crackers. So we're going to reach with one arm across. So like you would make a fist, like you would grab a cracker there. We're going to take a cross, grab another cracker. We're going to do that again. So across. And across. Good. Then we do a little bit of a swaying, like we fight, who's going to pull it, and we're going to have a big pull, and then show our crackers. We want both of them. We're going to do that again. So we're going to go 1 and 2, cross 3 and 4. This time, second round, we're going to do our dance mime, in a ballet mime for dance. So we're going to just circle our arms and hands, lifting them up, like we would invite everybody to join into this dance, and take a big opening of the arms. Good, and taking them down. Then we're going to have a little bit more dance. We're going to go girls again. This time we're going to tap the foot forward again, like we did with the first one, but we're going to take the same arm and just slowly reach back, like you would call other kids in that corner to join in. That's nice and slow this time, and then take it back. We're going to tap the other toe and reach the same side arm back with a little nice opening there, and take it back. Good, and we'll come back into that tunnel making. Here we go with our marches, arms up. Reaching, 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 reaching. And then we're going to push with one arm. Take it down, hand to the hip, and the other side, and in. Good. Now, our last boys bit, it requires a little bit of coordination. So we're going to take one leg to the side, and we're just going to do stamps with that leg. And as we do that, we're going to do our drumming with the arms. So the first hit of the drum is the same as you hit the foot to the floor. So we're going to go 1, drum, 1, drum, 1, drum. Let's just get that going. We can practice a few more rounds. 2, this time we're going to go 3, and then 4 is place the foot down and tap your knees. Good. Let's try that to the other side. Just get that foot and drumming going. So now same arm and leg is going to go the first beat. We're going to go down and leg, arm. Good. Get that going. Now we're going to go for 1 and 2 and 3 and then together 4. Very good. And then the last going through the tunnel. We're going to go making the tunnel first, reaching the answer. And then we're going to push one child through and the other. Taking the hands to your hips, and we're going to finish with a nice opening forward. Lovely. Now, that is quite a lot, but we're just going to do that with some lovely music together. So we have a little bit of an intro, but we'll start with our arms in first position, sitting nice and tall here.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ready?
One more time with the music.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ready? Right, so it's time to exercise our vocal cords now, and we're going to just summarise as briefly as possible in our vocal exercises the story of Nutcracker Suite. The shortest summary you've ever known. Okay, so Rosa and Louise are going to help me with this, and we're going to see if we can improvise a few moves to go with our song. So in our first session we're doing one verse, we'll do the second verse in the second session, and then in the third session we'll do the whole thing. So, okay, we're going to start with our first verse, and we're going to sing it to probably one of the most famous tunes in Nutcracker Suite, which is the march. So this is the one that goes bum 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 bum, which you will be moving to, or you may already have moved to it. Okay, so our words are going to start, and we'll just speak them through for now. We proudly present for DFP. That's our first line. And I think we can just do a little gesture. We proudly present for DFP. So let's just sing that line. Ready? And we proudly present for DFP. And the next line is going to be The Nutcracker Suite by Tchaikovsky. Okay? So we'll do a little The Nutcracker Suite by Tchaikovsky. You will do his beard. Okay? Let's do those two lines together. Ready? And we proudly present for DFP The Nutcracker Suite by Tchaikovsky. Excellent. Now we go into the story. And we tell our audience that Clara and her little brother cause a lot of Christmas bother. Okay, so we'll have Clara and her little brother cause a lot of Christmas bother, fighting over toys their Uncle Drosselmeyer has brought. And we'll do a fighting, I think. Fighting over toys that Uncle Drosselmeyer has brought. Yes, so we'll do our Drosselmeyer move. Okay, should we do all that? That is in fact the first verse. So, first mission accomplished. We've done that. Okay. So we start with we proudly present. Ready? And we proudly present for DFP The Nutcracker Suite. The Nutcracker Suite by Tchaikovsky. Clara and her little brother. Clara and her little brother cause a lot of Christmas bother. Fighting over toys their Uncle Drosselmeyer has brought. Fantastic, and that's your first verse. Right.
Thank you. Okay. We are going to move on to our next exercise now, looking at the character Drosselmeyer. So Drosselmeyer in The Nutcracker is Clara's uncle, and he wears a big cloak which is kind of extended past his arms with canes in the costume. So you can imagine he really spans across the stage, and he's sort of this mysterious, magical character. So we'll be doing a lot of arm movements and really extending through our arms throughout this exercise. And we're beginning in our parallel position, sitting up nice and tall, and bringing our hands down by our side to begin with. Our arms straight away shoot up to the ceiling, so that's really sharp, and then shoot out to the side. Good, and then you're going to bring one arm across, and it's as though you're kind of hiding behind your cloak here as your elbow comes in, so looking slightly over your elbow. And then you're going to extend that arm that's bent up into our kind of arabesque moment here, and that's going to keep travelling over towards your other arm, and then we're going to kind of windmill the arms all the way around, rolling through the body, back up, sitting up nice and tall. And we repeat that again on the other side, so our arms shoot up, out to the side. Other elbow comes in this time, looking over that elbow, and then coming out into our arabesque. Keep that arm moving towards our other arm before we windmill all the way across and rolling up through the body. Lovely. And I think we'll just try that bit now with some music, just so you can hear the music that we're working with, and then we'll add on our next section. So, sitting up nice and tall, arms by our side. Here we go.
Okay, a little introduction.
Ready, and up. To the side. Elbow in. That's it. Reaching up. And windmill round. Good. Other side. Elbow in. Nice. Unfurling. And windmill. Really nice. Thank you, Nia. So you can see that that bit here is quite sustained and slow as we windmill around, so really enjoying the music and the movement there. Now we move on to our next section, and we're going to take a brush with one leg, which is going to brush forwards and drop. And whilst we do that, our arms are going to come into an arabesque, so you're having your opposite arm forwards, and the arm that's the same arm as leg is going out to the side. So we're brushing and drop, and we do that the other side, brush And a drop, good. And then we're going to move through our feet, just stepping on 1, 2, 3, arms to one side. And we're drawing a kind of figure of 8 here, going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we go back to our brushes. So we do that again. Let's try from the top. We've got a brush and drop, and a brush and drop. Arms move 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good. Okay, let's do that little section with some music just to get to grips with that. Here we go.
Okay, ready and done.
And a brush. And a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again with our brush. Good. And a brush. And a 1, 2, 3. Good. Really nice. And from there we go back to our section that we had at the beginning where our arms shoot out, up to the ceiling and out to the side, okay? And once we've done that twice through again, after our middle section, we've done the beginning section twice through, we're going to finish that with our arms shooting up to the ceiling just to finish off the exercise, all right? So let's try and add those bits together. We've got our first section, middle section, back to our first section with a big arms up to finish, okay? Let's give it a go all the way through.
Right, here's the intro.
And arms to the side. And we're bending. Good. Really long and sustained. Windmill around. Nice. To the side. Other elbow in. And reaching up. And windmill. Ready for our brushes. Brush. And brush. Good. And a 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Brushing again and brush. Good. And a 1, 3. Back to the beginning. Arms up. And elbow in. And reaching. And around. Last time, arms up. Elbow. And reaching. And around. And let those arms float down. Lovely, really nice. We'll leave that there for this session and revisit it in our next session. We're going to come to standing now. For those of you that would like to stand, you can remain seated, that's absolutely fine. But if you'd like to come to standing, just bringing your feet slightly under your knees, pressing through your thighs and coming up, and just having a little bit of the pedal through the feet to feel nice and strong in this position. If you'd like to take a water break now, you may do. Please just pause the video and do what you need to do, and then join us again for the next section in a moment. And we are going to be coming to the back of a chair or a kitchen unit, whatever you've got, just something that you can use as support for the next exercise. So Rose is actually going to just switch over so I can use this chair, so hopefully you can all see me okay for those of you that are standing. And Rose will be doing the seated part of the plie that we're about to do. Alright, so for our plie this week we're going to be looking at our character Clara and the moment that she receives her Nutcracker as her gift, and the little kind of dispute that she has with her brother Fritz as they're kind of squabbling over it. So let's get on with the exercise. We're standing or seated in parallel position, and we're going to begin actually with our hands on the bar for those of us that are standing. And we start with one plie, and as we plie we're releasing one hand down and out to the side and straighten through our legs, and it's as though we're kind of grabbing our skirt here. And then we take a second plie through the legs, that hand comes back to where it started. Lovely. And then we're going to point one foot out to the side and draw that in. And then we take a rise, and as we rise, releasing one hand on the bar if you're okay to do that, and having a big wave, welcoming our friends to our Christmas party, lowering your heels. And we repeat that again on the other side. So we take a plie, release one hand, find your skirt, straighten your legs. Plie again, that hand retraces the steps, good. Pointing one foot out to the side, drawing in, rising up and waving at all our friends coming to our party, releasing down. Lovely. Now from here, Clara's just got her nutcracker, so we're going to kind of cradle the nutcracker, imagining we've got one in our arms here, and we're taking a really slow suspended swing, so we're plieing through our legs, really slow up to the other side, straightening the legs, plie down, good. And we've got two more of these, down, and pointing that foot, last time down, straightening the legs, good. Now from here, we're taking our nutcracker out in front of us, imagining we're showing it to everybody, and we've got 4 quicker swings, so we're swinging 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and then we take it to the other side for 5, circle it around our head, 6, and 7, 8. Good. We do that again. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take it to the side. 5 circles. 6, 7, 8. Showing your nutcracker off. Lovely. And coming back to the chair. We repeat that first section. So on one side. So we've got a plie, find our skirt. Plie, find the chair. Point, draw in, and this time as we rise, we're going to point. You can see your brother with your nutcracker. Big facial expressions, and lower. Good. And from here, we're going to have a bit of a tug of war with Fritz. So we're grabbing our nutcracker, and if you want to, and you're standing, you can keep one hand on the chair. Otherwise, if you're happy, you can use 2. We're taking a lunge and pulling back, bending through our knees, lunge. And back. One more time, lunge. Bring your feet together in parallel. And we have a big explosion as the nutcracker breaks. And we finish. Bring our hands to our mouth to finish. Lovely. Okay. Let's give that a go through with Nia. And have a lovely dance together. So, standing nice and tall.
Okay, introduction.
dancing in the party and the Christmas party exercise, a bit of a marchy exercise. And if you want to stay seated, you can follow Lisa, and then if you want to do standing, just follow me. So we're going to start, I'm just going to turn slightly diagonal so that you can see. We're going to start with a sort of swaying step. So we're going to just step one leg forward and go forward and back. And as we do that, we're going to sweep our arms up. So we're going to go up and then down as you go back. Just shifting your weight between your legs. Good. And we're going to do 3 of those. So we're going to go 1 and 2. Swinging the arms. 3. And then after the third one, we're going to come back into a parallel. So it's going to turn standing facing you. We're going to do pat and clap. Good. Let's just try that one more time. So we're going to go 3 to go 1 and 2 and 3 and back, and we're going to go pat and clap. Great. Then let's take our hands to our hips. So we're going to take one arm, and that same leg is going to start the march. And the pattern is going to be 1, 2, 3, tap. So you can either tap the ball of the foot or just have a little stronger stamp on the leg. Then that same leg is going to go 1, 2, 3, tap. So if you do the tap, it's easier because then it's that leg that is going to continue. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, tap, and 1, 2, 3, tap, and 1, 2. Once more. Very good. Now, as we do that, if you want, we're going to have an arm. So we're going to reach forward to go 1 and 2 and 3 and tap, and down and 2 and 3 and tap, and 1, 2 and 3 and tap, 1, 2, 3, tap. Now, there's one more addition if you like. So you can stay on spot, but if you feel like you're stable on your legs, we're going to move forward. So we're going to go slowly 1 and 2 and 3 and tap, and we're going to go back 1 and 2 and 3 and tap, and forward 2, 3, tap, and back 2, 3, tap. Very good. Or you can stay put on your place. Then we're going to take this into a side step, but basically exactly the same rhythm. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and tap. Just moving a little bit to the side if you want. We have 4 of these, and with the side steps, if you like, we're going to open the arm towards the way we're going. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and tap, and change 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3 and tap, and 1 and 2 and 3 and tap. Now we're going to go back into the same pattern, so but we're going to go forward if you want to move. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and tap, 1 and 2 and 3 and tap, and 1 and 2 and 3 and tap, and 1 and 2 and 3 and tap, to go to the very first part, which was the swing forward. 1 and 2. We'll go reach, and one more, reach, and then we're going to go pat and tap. And let's do a little opening with the arms. Why not? So the legs are just going to do this pattern in that middle section, and if you want, you can just stay put on place. And if you want to add the directions, we're going to go forward, and then we're going to go to the side. I think we are ready to try this with the music. We might do this twice, so we're going to do this twice through. So if the first time round you want to stay put on place, don't move to the front and the side, that's fine, and then you can join in to that pattern the second round if you feel that's okay. But I'm going to do the pattern, and Louisa's going to do the seated. So we start with our swinging forward and back. Here we go. Thanks, Lydia. So we go forward, swing. That is fine as well. Let's try that one more time. Should we do it together with the music?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Swing. One more big swing. And bring it to pat. Now swing forward. And tap back. And again. Step. And to the sides. And tap. Once more side. Now get ready to go forward. And back. And again. Back to the big swing. And pat. Fantastic, very good.
We are going to take a little bit of a gentle cool down just to finish up the class today. So just follow along with me if you're standing, and if you're seated still, please just follow along with Rosa, and Nia's going to play us some gorgeous music just to end the class today. Here we go. We're going to start by lifting up our shoulders and pressing down, taking a bend through your knees as they come down your back, bending your knees again. One more time. Nice, and let's lift those arms up. And just let one float down. And the other side. Good, doing that again. Bending the knees, reaching up. And one arm floating down. And the other. Nice, let's take a bit of a sway through our feet. We're swaying forwards. And back. Nice. Really low with the arms. Nice. And let's lift those arms a little bit higher. Lift over. And back. And up. Good. Nice. Last time. And back. Coming into parallel. Let's take our arms to first position. Opening out into second. Bringing one arm over. And let's switch. Good. Switch again. Last time. Switching. Finding first position. And let's reach forward in third arabesque. And flutter. Letting them float down. Now swinging again through our other foot, reaching forwards. Good. Low arms. Really gentle. Lovely. Nice. Now lifting those arms higher if you like. And up. And nice. And up. Last time. Good. Let's do our quarter of our arms again. First position. Opening out and lifting one arm up. Let's switch sides. Moving through. Gorgeous. Last time switching sides. Coming through our first into our third arabesque. And flutter through our fingers. Letting everything float down. Let's just take a sway, twist it through the spine. Good. And if you want, just finding a little bit of movement at the feet. Keep that going. Lovely. And coming into parallel. Let's take one hand out from our heart. And the other. And lifting up, taking a bow. Coming up to finish. Thank you everybody for dancing with us today, and to Nia for the gorgeous music, and Rosa for the movement too. We hope you all had a lovely time, and to see you all again soon.